Hello and welcome to Schrader RC. Hello and thank you for joining me in another video. These are 10 things beginner/intermediate pilots should practice when flying an RC plane. Before I start the video, I just want to say that I am sorry for using footage from other creators' channels without asking for written permission first. I don't have much footage of my own planes flying since I am new to posting on YouTube. From now on, I will use and record my own footage unless I have permission from those creators to do so. Thank you to Two Brothers RC for letting me know the risk, and sorry again. Also, I'd like to say sorry in advance for most of this video being simulator footage. Like I said before, I don't have much flying footage to use, so I'll leave my simulator footage in the video instead. But now, let's get into the first topic. Number 1. Takeoffs and landings. What's the point of owning an RC airplane if you can't take off and land successfully? There isn't. You guys in the comments recommended that this was an important topic that I have left out in previous videos, and you guys are right. Takeoffs and landings are very important, unless you like slamming them into the ground every time. Number 2. Crosswind takeoffs and landings. Sometimes, wind isn't always going to be in your favor. It's important that you are confident in taking off and landing in crosswinds. Not only will you gain a new skill, but being good at takeoffs and landings in crosswind will make landing in headwind or no wind at all feel easy. Also, you never know when something is going to go wrong, and you have to land in unpreferred conditions. Number 3. Flying patterns. Flying patterns are great to improve and be consistent at straight and level flight, and also build spatial awareness. The typical pattern most pilots fly is a box-shaped pattern, which is what I prefer. Flying patterns will also improve your ability to read orientation, altitude, and airspeed, which all make you better at your landings. Number 4. Flaring. Having good flares when landing is not only a more enjoyable landing to watch, but the correct flare will decide the outcome of your landing skill and your rolling distance. You see, the point of a landing flare is to slow the descent and bleed off some speed so that your landing is softer and your rolling distance isn't as long. Also, a good flare is better on your landing gear and poses less of a risk that something is breaking. Number 5. Slips. Just to note, I know a lot of these topics have a lot to do with takeoffs and landings, but being good at these will make you a better pilot. But anyway, a slip is when you set up your final approach a little sideways, allowing you to lose more altitude and gain less speed faster. A slip is normally only necessary when you are too high or fast and need to bleed off some altitude and speed in a short amount of time. Not only will these improve your landings, slips will improve your rudder control, since good rudder control is needed for a good slip. Number 6. Memorizing your transmitter layout. Memorizing where everything is on your transmitter will allow you to have your eyes on the plane instead of looking down at your transmitter. Every second counts while flying, and even looking down for a second can lessen your reaction time and make you lose orientation in some cases. The most important switches to memorize are flaps, landing gear, gyro, and other features your plane may have. Memorizing switch locations normally comes to you the more you use your transmitter, so there's another reason why using an RC flight sim is beneficial. Number 7. Keeping track of flight time. Depending on the type of plane, battery, and throttle usage you use will depend on how long a battery is safe to use in the air. And no, I do not mean you should count in your head, but a lot of transmitters have timers built in, and listening for timer callouts or beeps is important to know how much time you have left. Beginner transmitters such as the Spectrum DX6E are set up to sound a series of beeps before your timer is out, so hearing and planning accordingly are super helpful to make sure you don't run out of battery. Number 8. Basic aerobatics. This is optional, but practicing basic aerobatics and maneuvers can level up your skill and allow you to have a lot more fun in the air if you are really into that. Good maneuvers to practice are those such as aileron rolls, loops, and maybe even some inverted flying if you're feeling a little brave. Like I said, it's completely optional if you choose to practice these, so do it at your own risk. Number 9. Go-arounds. Practicing go-arounds can be beneficial to you because not every landing approach is going to be worth trying to land in. You may catch a gust of wind that makes your plane bank hard to one side, making your landing approach off or not align anymore. It's best to power out of it and just try again. Also, like I have mentioned in a previous video, sometimes you're not always going to be able to go around. You may be too slow and too low to make any sudden or fast movements, and it is best to just have a hard landing rather than a wing balled up because your plane stalled after trying to pitch up too hard. And lastly, number 10. Communication. If you're flying with or around anyone, it's good to let them know what you are doing with your plane so that they can be ready and aware if anything goes sideways. A bystander may not be paying attention to your plane the whole time, and may not know that you're doing a low pass, landing, or anything that may accidentally hurt someone. It's best to tell them what your plan is so that they can take a step back just in case God forbid you accidentally hit them or something that belongs to them. All you have to say is watch out or clear the runway or just something like that. A few words may save your spectator from any harm. If it helps, you can even call out to yourself when you're flying alone. You can build a habit of calling out so that it will be easier when you're with someone. Thank you all so much for joining me in this video. We are so close to 100 subscribers, and I'm super grateful for all of your guys' love and support. I will try to make my next few videos about specific planes so I can expand my type of content, and so I actually have my own footage to use. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, I hope it encourages you to hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you later.